Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are celebrating the Historic Brawl Festival, so this is pretty much all about getting a lot of cards that we don't normally get to use. And I originally tried the deck around Hamza. Unfortunately, somewhat frustrating in the sense that you try to assemble your plan together, but there are just too many I would like to say too many reset buttons, or there are so many ways your opponent can mess with you. Basically, you can try to assemble a plan, but if you have the right reset button, it ruins it. If you don't have the right reset button, you're ruined. That said, I don't exactly have that much in the way of reset buttons here, but we do have a little bit of extra removal and some resiliency here. So this one is a Tyvar Kell deck, so it's pretty much all the greatest hits in terms of elves for the most part. So we're trying to dump a few early elves, then see if we can and ride the wave to victory here. I'm going to emphasize more on one Abomination of Llanowar. This one will give us a reasonably sized creature no matter what time of the game it is, barring graveyard removal. Also have Binding the Old Gods, best removal. Casualties of War, additional removal. Izoni Thousandite is pretty much here to just give us some extra reach because we're expecting a lot of creatures to hit the yard. Speaking of which, another hit we're taking from Historic Anthology, spider spawning. If we can't get it with elves, we can try to get them with spiders. We'll see how far we get with this list here. Can we ride it with just the elves, or do we need the extra synergy? We're gonna find out. But again, we're pretty much testing to see what's the perfect balance on number of creatures and amount of actual removal. Okay, looks like it's Gitrog Monster again, so this one seems to be a bit of a... So we got turn 1 Jaspera Sentinel into not much else. But I'm willing to keep this one. And then the important part for us here is we don't exactly mind if our creatures get killed because we have ways to get stuff back. So we're gonna do Woodland Chasm turn 2. Then turn 3 we're probably gonna go for the Archdruid or Harald. I might actually go with Harald here. Okay, that's a nice Izoni hit. We're gonna play a few basics now. Actually, I'm gonna go with the Elvish Archdruid. That's +1/+1. Next turn we got the Woodland Cemetery. We will be able to... Okay, opponent is just going for the straight ramp here. So technically I could play this, but that gives us nothing. Hold on, so this gives us 1, 2... Okay, some math here. Because I want to have 4 mana to play this one, so... Play Harald. I am gonna take Storev. Play Tyvar Kell. Untap.
Your courage is legendary.
Then I want to save that for later. I kind of want to draw cards. I'm also expecting our opponent might have some... I want to draw cards for now. We're gonna try to see if we can raise this to 6, I guess. But I don't think that... Ritual of Soot. So Joraga Visionary dodges that. More importantly, we now have a yard. We now have a yard with extra sauce. If I knew, I probably could have just played the Poison Tip Archer at that time also. But Kovla literally just going for big stuff. Yeah, we'll take the hit. So we got 6 mana now. Do I take? Technically, I can just have it ETB tapped. We're technically at 7 mana. Yeah, enter tap. Poison Tip Archer. Gonna offer the trade. Yeah, trade not accepted. So the next plan is to just basically stay alive with Uzoni. Still want to keep ticking this up as much as possible. I should also remember that these also tap for mana. Opponent goes Dreadhorde General. Sack these 2. Opponent will draw multiple cards off that way. Let me hold on a second. Di ba what yung scan kung sige ani? No, we... Okay, so we're forced to choose a blocker here, but that's fine. Dito song ani. So we probably get to do this one. Yeah, we'll do this one first. Let's get our extra value there, especially that. And we're still gonna be putting +1/+1 counters. I guess it's just target elf. So I wanted. So this does set us up for. And this one is number of creatures. Technically, we can bring our opponent down to 2. If our opponent goes for the insects, that's fine. At least they didn't go for either of these. Opponent probably still sitting on a ton of removal, so that's an issue there. Yeah, it looks like it's just relying on a few choice creatures. Yeah, we'll move that to the command zone. Opponent makes a zombie. We get to recast Tyvar Kell, play a +1/+1 counter, but we're not exactly getting anywhere. We got the Rishkar P. Hold on. Yeah, if our opponent has yet another sweeper, that's a problem. We're actually very close. Opponent's down to 9. Opponent had to use their Maelstrom Pulse on all this. We also have Maelstrom Pulse also. Probably would end up using it Liliana if ever. Opponent going for the Gitrog. So pretty much our plan is avoiding conflict with these. So they draw a card, resolve. It does give us the mana for if we have to activate this. It also gets us another basic. So I can do Skemfar for 4, which is a bit sad, but we might have to do it that way. Also, because what's the other alternative? Giving Menace now doesn't really help us here. We do have a lot more mana than we actually think we do. So we might have to do calculations likewise. There's an underworld lich. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably could have cast this first. I'm hoping I'm hoping that 1 point of damage is not going to come back to haunt us. Essentially, what our opponent's going to do now is, this is 14. Opponent's going to make us sack 2, I guess. Yeah, maybe I played this one way too early. I would not be surprised if our opponent's playing 50% lands. It will make sense. It is a Gitrog monster deck. Acolyte of Affliction. What do they get back? It's a permanent card, so it's probably binding. Oh, they could get back Kogla actually. Yeah, they're getting Kogla. It's a good deck. It's also a very boring deck. I'm actually fine with losing his Oni here. Wow, they're really unloading it all. The problem is, let's say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, opponent probably should just activate that. Yeah, they're gonna activate this. Gonna resolve.
Get out of my way!
No, I need to have blockers, so we're gonna take out the attack. This is what, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so has the blocks. Pay 4 life, make it indestructible. Doesn't have trample. We're probably dead next turn. Oh yeah, all creatures have death touch, so it doesn't matter how I block. Agadeem's Awakening. Oh, that might do it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's instead, so I would get that back. I would need a 1, 2, and 3. 1 is Llanowar Elves, 2 is Swarm Guild Mage. Yeah, I needed 1 more mana. That was the dud part. I needed another mana there. Yeah, I needed 1 more mana to get, and even then, I probably would have had to reverse the sequence. So, yeah, it didn't quite pan out. So, wait. This one just puts it in the hand. So, let's see. 1, 2. This gives us a pump. Let's just take a look. Doesn't really matter. We kind of lost at this point. Yeah, we're not getting through this. It was so close. Well, actually, it wasn't that close. We kind of needed 1 more mana. We would have been able to snipe our opponent's life total, but that would have required I played it correctly the last time, which I did not. So kind of goofed up on that one. Well, so not very auspicious. I'm still not having a good winning streak on Brawl. At this rate, you might just see me recommend this deck, but I recommend this deck or the other deck just for funsies, but I might end up just playing a boring old mono red aggro deck. I guess it's also a good way to say that, people are still playing the same consistent things. You might want to take a look at stuff to ban. Right now, actually, I'm surprised. I haven't seen Niv miss. I'm definitely keeping this one, even if it's just a quick rinse run Vanquisher. Omnat, yeah, this is gonna be another synergistic one. Yeah, we'll play the Chasm first. That comes into play tapped anyway. So turn 2, Vanquisher into Elderfang Disciple might be fine. If any, it will force our opponent to use hard removal. Oh, not if they start that way. Also, we got Harald Unites the Elves, so if our opponent does burn this in a way that doesn't exile it, we will be able to get it back. Opponent's setting up with the mono green start though. Tangle Floor Heathen. Opponent concedes. Looks like they were mana screwed. And we got the Beast Whisper to help us in that one. So again, it's pretty much greatest hits. Do I probably want more? No, I think the Veil of Summer Once Upon a Time is a good combo setup as well. We probably are short of card draw. That is something to consider. That's why Beast Whisperer is on there. I actually still have Torn Lieutenant there. Well, we're not exactly having hexproof anymore, so that one is still fine. I probably can add Find Finality, which I actually forgot to put in. That was one of my favorite cards too. So Woodland Chasm. Okay, we'll start with this one. We will just draw a card off. This gonna be slight. I might also have to make some adjustments to the land base. Opponent's playing a Heroes deck. Okay. I'm gonna play the Blooming Marsh draw card. Hit an Overgrown Tomb. That's good for us, so we will be able to run Perfect or Pelaka Predation, which I probably want to do one or the other. Earthshaker Kendra. Oh, we're not blocking that. Need to decide. This hits only 3 or greater, so if our opponent has a bunch of cheap creatures, which would make sense for Tazri, we're gonna miss. I might as well just start the damage train at least. At least I do this now, then I have an excuse to play this, then either one of these next turn. Also, this is the one creature I don't exactly want. Take the hit. Let's see what tree drop okay, opponent did not play that out. So I'm actually gonna just swing with the Elvish Visionary. See if our opponent has a response. Because technically what I can do is I can just cast Imperious Perf. Even Mind Sensor if the player would search. Okay. Do I have much in the way of search? It's pretty much search my graveyard if ever. I do have Terramorphic Expanse. I do have land, so that's a problem. When it goes for the quick Tazri. Let's see. So I'm probably gonna. I'm really curious if I want to. Okay, we're gonna play this as a land. Play this as a spell. I want to see what they have. Ooh, these are nasty. Hold on. Opponent. Probably the Outlaw's Merriment is the worst one. Though Victor. They have the mana for it too, so... And there's also an Immortal Sun. Ugh. This is... Yeah, forcing to play the Merriment now. I guess you're going wide. We have an Assassin's Trophy for this, but maybe I Assassin's Trophy the Immortal Sun instead? Yeah, because that's going to be even more annoying. So I'm going to play out the Llanowar Visionary. Draw a card. Rex Sage is perfect, so we're going to save it for... Okay, it's just okay, just that. We'll see how they do it, but at least we now know that we have the Rex Sage available. Now Priest of Oblivion gets back Vic. Yeah, opponent got their ducks in a row. Just make a token. I'm not gonna spend this here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just use the Rex Sage on the Outlaws Merriment. Which means I do have to play... Oh wait. I can Casualties of War, but what's this? Creature in... Oh. Bit sad. But I don't think I can afford to let this grow outright. I'm just gonna draw a card. Okay, that might save our bacon a bit. I think I might have done the math a bit wrong. I might be... Like, this is 8 damage already. Opponent's resisting playing that one out, which kind of makes sense. Oh. Rich. Yeah, I tried to be fancy. That was not the right decision. Let's see how our opponent attacks. If it's just that... I'm gonna have to take 6. Unfortunately, these guys are just gonna grow even larger. Opponent did not cast Black Spell. Jungle Hollow gives me a little life. So let's see. Obviously I have to snipe this as a creature. Because another thing I can do is I can just... Assassin's Trophy of Victory's Envoy. The problem is if they decide to buy back the Earthshaker Kenra. So this gives us a few more bodies on the ground. finally cast Immortal Sun. So let's see how it goes. Just that. Okay, I guess we might survive after all. Although our opponent's creature base is going to gradually get even bigger and bigger. Nope. Sorry. Oh, that was all of it? Wow. So that one, destroy creature, destroy land. Oh wait, I forgot to do this first. I should have done that first before sacking Mind Sensor. Okay, that was a goof. Opponent's creatures gradually getting bigger. We are getting wider, but we still have to answer some things. Opponent forced to Eternalize. This one only draws a card, so target creature. Okay, that's fine. Does he go for it? If he passes, I'm fine, because I can just use Shadow Sage to regain the life again. Yeah, lots of math. Also, opponent hasn't activated yet. Once upon a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
My heroics will be known in realms beyond realms.
Now we need this. Now we need the gain life for safety. So gain life. So I can hold this. Hold on. Technically, I could cast this now. Yeah, let's cast this now. Poison Tip Archer, Scamfar Avenger. We'll go with Archer. Untap gets Death Touch.
Your courage is legendary.
Probably should wait though. Because if I cast this, I'm gonna lose a lot of blockers. I'm gonna wait. Opponent's now starting to dig. So at least we now have the anti-flyer tech. Linvala is annoying. Mikaeus is also annoying too. Okay, opponent's gonna go for the grow everything plan. I'm so glad that I'm just so glad that the prefect is keeping us on board. So play this one, give us some anti-flyer tech. Let's see. Play Storev.
Strike like the cosmos serpent.
Yeah, so the opponent's creatures are going to get bigger and bigger. Going to mill us a little bit. Would have liked the Clan Caller, but if our opponent goes for some sort of removal, we have the Veil of Summer plan. So okay, I'm still gonna save it for the long haul as much as possible. And then go Trap Finder. That's a problem. We're not gonna be able to block that. Now I kind of wish I had a burn spell with all this mana. Crater Hoof Behemoth. Yeah, why is there no Crater Hoof Behemoth? That would have been a good addition. It can't attack or block its activated ability. Okay, so he's going to probably lock down Tyvar. Okay, if he targets Tyvar, I am... Okay. Gale of Summer. Oh, turns out Izoni was not that big. I could swing with Storif, but not gonna do much. I can play the Izoni, then start sacking elf tokens as they go along, just so I can get life back. Yeah, I do need to have a way to snipe this. Lose a land, that's good. So okay, for starters, let's assign enough blockers. This one has menace. This one's a 6/6. This one's a 6/6. We block this one. That's the easy one. This one is also an easy one. We'll throw one here. Then probably throw one under the bus too. Opponent can sack this one to give indestructible, so that's a shame. But that means I won't have to deal with activated ability again, so that's... Oh, I forgot that part of the mat. He has this. Whoops! I hate onboard combat tricks. So I lose quite a bit of my board. I do get some payback as a result. I can... Maybe we can buy some time this way. Right now, this is the big threat here because... Oh wait, no, a creature has to enter the battlefield. Can't believe we're... It's a big... If a non-token creature... Okay. Yeah, so opponents kind of locked us out from... Well, from playing a new creature. Opponent... Oh no, Timestream Navigator. Opponent will buy a lot of turns there. Our only fortunate part is that it's gonna be a while. So we're not gonna be able to activate Tyvar Kell. Wait. Oh, they chose... Oh, okay, so they're going to go for the swing instead. And they're going for me, so... Okay, so this time we're just throwing creatures under the bus now. So... Oh, I could have blocked this one too. Yeah, I made the mistake. I should have blocked that one. Ugh. I goofed up the magic. It was going very long anyway. Oh well. So sorry for that mistake there, but yeah, the game was going really long at that point. I don't like it if I don't like it if I have to do this strategy and I have to put actual rat effects. I guess I could, like, a Ritual of Soot would have been really fine there along those lines. Languish would also be great there too. We've only gotten one win, and it was only because our opponent had mana issues. Yeah, I needed to do the extra block. Okay, so we got mana. So we're gonna do turn 2 Ren's Run Vanquisher. Opponent is a mono black life gain style deck. Reveal an elf card. Let's just reveal the Rex Sage. So at least we should be able to set up Tyvar Kell next turn. I might even just hold up Veil of Summer. Unless our opponent gives us something to... Well, our opponent could just kill this now, in which case I probably just hold up the Veil of Summer. Yeah, they're thinking about killing it now. Oh no, Skyclave Shade. That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna set up Tyvar Kell. Take advantage of the fact that can't block. Opponent might drop Veto next turn. Maybe. I might end up just dropping Store. I probably want to drop Tyvar Kell first. Mar Triton. So going, at least they're gaining the life now. So I'm probably gonna just... No, I still hold Veil of Summer. In fact, what I could do is I could just offer the trade, then Bala get recovery. And I, oh wow, this is just all Death Punch. Okay, this is gonna be very interesting and annoying at the same time. So this comes into play tapped. I'm just gonna play the Tyvar Kell. Start making tokens sideways. At the least we can chump the token onto the Skyclave Shade. Opponent might have a straight removal spell for this, in which, well, that can't be helped. So we played the Marsh. I'm hoping it's enchantment based so we can at least get some value off the Rex Sage. Opponent taking their time to decide on this one. Ooh. Did they... If they could snipe... Okay, they might snipe Tyvar immediately. Yeah, they're gonna do that. I'm okay with making the trade here. Command zone, so much for that one. So we got an Arcane Signet. Yeah, the problem is our opponent just casts this again, and now I'm staring down at 6. Let's do that. Because the trick we can do now is just trade this off with the Falmar Knight and make our opponent do it all over again. It's annoying. I kind of wish I had Graveyard Hate now. But that's just sometimes that's the kind of brawl decks you run into. Well, it's a bit too late for Predation to hit. Yeah. One goes Bastion of Remembrance. Okay, goes for that alternate plan instead. I'm fine. He might take one. So we'll have to do the Balaged recovery. We'll have to do the Balaged recovery rotation again. Could be worse, but also wondering. Opponents just sacking the token, trying to get. They need the extra cards. Also means they don't get to play this one. But they do get to play the Hateful Eidolon. That's annoying. So at this rate, I might as well snipe the Hateful Eidolon. Because I'm pretty sure our opponent has other cards of more value. Like they did show a dead weight. I would not be surprised if they have the Myers Grasp. At least if our opponent's gonna put Demonic Embrace, it's gonna be on this one. Well, they could also play this, but that's much later. So the plan is actually to let this die, play out Storev, try to get the hit just to get it back. So basically we're gonna keep recycling. We're gonna keep recycling Wreck Sage. Grim Dancer. Okay, so opponent used up all their spot items. I might just Veil of Summer now just to draw an extra card. They probably choose Menace and Lifelink because that is the combo with Veto. It gets worse with this one though, but and let's just draw cards. Imperious Perfect, so Skemfar Avenger. Yeah, I have. My opponent's gonna threaten us up on air. If they have a kill spell, I'm gonna be so annoyed. But well, that can't really do much about that now. At least they're stuck on. Okay, they have 6 mana. I would actually like it if they play the Skyclave Shade right away. Yep. Oh, you're gonna play Veto? Note this is Menace and Lifelink, not that touch, so I'm gonna have to let this one slide. If he swings with that, it's an auto block with both here. So I lose the Imperious Perfect. No, there's no way around it. At least it's not that. And he stacked it wrong, so I don't even lose it. So guess what? We're getting back Rex Sage. gonna nuke the Bastion of Remembrance. So problem is our opponent can just go for the whole lifelink swing, so that might be enough to kill us. Yeah, I think we're still dead anyway at this point. Just gonna drop as many. Because our opponent can just go lifelink and kill us that way. They can. Well, they can't do that and this at the same time, so they need to decide. They might actually just go for this one, put it on top here. Is there anything we could get back that'll save us? Probably not. We can get back Elvish Visionary just to draw a card. Scamfar Avenger, the Avenger might also kill us. Okay, he's going for the lifelink plan, so we can't let too many of our elves die. We will kill this given a choice. I don't think our opponent's gonna let it happen. So we're gonna take 4 and 5, 6 over. Oh, he's gonna let us. Okay. So we're gonna go down to 1, which is really scary. Oh no, we only drew 1. No, we're not gonna go down to 1. Okay, go down to 4. Let's play the Field of the Dead, might as well. Let's play Tyvar Kell, might as well.
Will be known in realms beyond realms. Your courage is legendary.
Maybe we come out of this? Maybe not. Okay, I'm definitely taking Elvish Visionary. We're gonna need card draw. So a haste creature will do us in. I knew I had that Hagra Mauling there for a reason. Yeah, that's game there. Whew, we actually survived that. Well, the Elvish Visionary would have ensured an extra draw. We probably want a little more removal here. Clan Caller, okay, Clan Caller suspect. We basically want cards that when they come into play, they give us more value than just a +1/+1. So the Imperious Perfect is a good value. Clan Caller, not so much. Torn Lieutenant, not so much either. Unfortunately, those are our cheap ones. If I want to cut something, I want to cut expensive ones. Poison Tip Archer doing its thing. Yeah, we'll keep this for now. I'm still gonna think this up. I definitely want more spot removal at this rate. Heartless Act. Cast down. No, not cast down. Actually, the other one. Game is fine. An argument could be made for like cutting the 1-mana elves, but there's still good options. Okay, we're definitely keeping this. We have a run into one of these two. And into a Beast Whisperer, which is not bad. So I might just play. So we're gonna have a super slow start here. And so our opponent also has a slightly slow start as well. We'll play this ASAP. So next turn, probably play out the Imperious Perfect. Opponent probably wants to snipe it, so be it. Wayward Sword Tooth. Oh, they're gonna go for the super ramp into Avatar. We're gonna do this. So I'm not sure if I want to snipe this one or if I want to just wait for this one to come down. Looks like our opponent's taking their time. We have 5 mana up. We'll go for 4. Opponent probably wants to snipe this ASAP. I might also be making a mistake of letting this... Oh no! Our opponent, yeah, looks like the... If you're gonna run a deck based along those lines, you probably want to have more mana. So I wouldn't just stuff it with dinosaurs. I would probably definitely add the cultivates. Basically, it's really a control deck if you're just running... If you're aiming for top-end dinosaurs. I guess that's what our opponent had in mind, but I have no idea what our opponent ended up getting stuck with. It's hard to speculate there. Let's see if we can get one more win. At least we're getting more wins with this one. Although out of the 3 games we've won, only 2 of them were because our opponent seemingly had mana issues. The third one was a well-deserved win. The second one, the first and this recent one, looked like our opponent had mana issues. Really looking over this list now. Yeah, there's only so much we can put here. Got our 3 lands again. I'm probably gonna play the Balagad Recovery turn 1, turn 2 Overgrown Shroom Signet Sentinel. So that's initial plan. Opponent's playing Nicol Bolas. Oh no, this is okay. At least we got a template Malagans. Palaka Predation. We might have to keep that. So yeah, turn 2 over. So next turn we could like say play the Recovery or one of these other lands in Predation, or we could even just play this straight into Binding. Opponent probably has a straight removal spell. There you go. So I don't want to spend the removal spell on this. I don't want to... I could just play a Tyvar Kell. Have something to block this one. I'm pretty sure our opponent wants to play this out. They do that. So we'll discard... We'll discard the Elder Hall. No, we discard the Recovery. So we play the Elder Hall. So at least we get to ramp a little bit. I'm going to swing first, see if our opponent trades. Because at least we get to ramp a little bit.
Come on, we can do this.
Scargun Hellkite. Okay, snipes Tyvar. Yeah, we'll move to command zone. Hit an Evolving Wilds. Oh wait. We will get some additional mana, but ETB's tapped, so it doesn't really matter. So that's gonna have to wait a bit. Okay, reveal this. But now I need to decide if I want to use Predation or if I want to just cast this one. This one's only a 3/3 right now. I actually want to cast Predation. We have plenty of mana at this point. Dragon's Horde, Terror of the Peaks is a good hit there. Opponent's just one land shy of starting to make creatures. If they have to play the Dragon's Horde, it means they whiffed on the land. They now have the mana, but oh, they did hit the land. But so next turn is an issue. So we're gonna take a hit up top. We're gonna... So I could decide to play this again, it just gets sniped again. Like, Alternately, I can play this one. Yeah, it does nothing. We're gonna have to go wide at this point, that's an issue. Opponent got their set up. We really want more spot removal at this point. So I'm starting to look over cards that are not super performing. They even had the time to cast that? Wow. Unbelievable. So we cast Once Upon a Time, but what do we hope to hit? Let's cast it anyway. I think we've lost this one. Our opponent just simply had a very good stretch. Scamfar Shadow Sage doesn't do it. Neither does these are too late. This one doesn't. Yeah, like the extra health is not gonna help us, like, because this guy can pump. It pumps all dragon creatures. Yeah, we'll just do it this way. Let's see if we can tear down the opponent's board. So we pared it down, but yeah, that's enough to kill us. Yeah, opponent had the good Blade Wing the Risen combo there too. Okay, so Jiraga Visionary goes. We already between the Elvish Visionary and Llanowar Visionary, that should be enough. I don't think I want a 4-mana version of that. Underrealm Lich, still kind of fine, but I might end up cutting that. Izoni, I'm probably gonna end up cutting. All never really panned out. We're gonna start adding some actual removal spells now. So what are we looking at? Can you keep the Beast Whisperer? That's so Jiraga goes. Scamfar is still fine. Rishkar kinda acts. We also need some sort of payoff for hitting all that mana. Okay, Izoni goes. Storev. Well, we managed to recycle that Rex Sage a lot, so that one stays. So that gives us space for 2 pieces of removal. I am... Fatal Push is always nice. I guess I could have... Well, first let's get the Heartless Act. That one's the one that definitely suits us. For the most part, it suits us. Alternately, we can just go for more expensive... Nah, I don't want... I almost vomited a little bit in my mouth when I said more expensive. That's not a good idea. Let's go Heartless Act. And I don't want to do Murderous Rider. Ira, unfortunately, is more green than. Can run our own. I probably want to just run a Murderous Rider. Sure, it's not an elf, but it's a universal kill spell. That's pretty much what I kind of need. Because the other one is never to return. It's a sorcery, but you know what? I'm actually willing to give Never to Return a try. So that gives us 2 cards now. What? I also want to have one big payoff. At first I was thinking of the green finale, but I realized that maybe the black finale might be better. It's also a removal spell, and we don't exactly need... And we don't exactly need to hit X equals 10 all the time with that to make it great. So where's that finale? Finale of Eternity, so I'm gonna nuke out the Liz Alana Huntmaster. So we're gonna go with that line. I'm going to make adjustments to the deck list, so stand by shortly. Okay, we have a Once Upon a Time. That's usually worth keeping. It's sad that I have to play this one first, but okay, we'll pass. Opponent playing a Terragrid God of Fright deck, so not something I'm looking forward to. We'll technically, I can draw one more time before I cast Once Upon a Time. Let's do that. Okay, we didn't hit it, so I'm actually gonna cast this first. Hit. Okay, we did hit our black source. So I actually want to play Rensworn Vanquisher first. Reveal Llanowar Visionary. Basically, let's try to keep the Veil of Summer up. Okay, opponent ends up feeding the swarm. Oh yeah, because of the way I tapped my mana, I didn't have the option anyway. Let's correct that. Let's see if our opponent probably goes for the Lantern. That might be. I want to see if they go for the Lantern. I probably discard Never to Return, which is annoying. Eradication Valkyrie. Okay, they're going for Flying Lifelink. Okay, we hit a spider spawning, so now we just need to hit stuff to go with it. I'm gonna do the Visionary first. Yeah, we hit a land, that's good. So we can go one way or the other with Imperious Perfect. Opponent might cast Terragrid now. Because when this hit... Okay. So Boast is sacrifice a creature, but thank goodness I make tokens. So I'm gonna actually make... Because I can actually just kill the... You know what? I'm gonna kill that one enabler, just go nuke the Eradicator Valkyrie instead. Yeah, the Terragrid's still on the ground, but now I just need to fade a sacrifice effect that targets. Opponent goes Liliana, Waker of the Dead.
I have the right to choose my
Each
own
opponent
fate.
discards a card.
And yours.
Okay. Thank goodness I have a spider spawning.
You think too much.
Now this is activate only as a sorcery, so not so great. I'm gonna give my opponent a land because I kind of need it. Could I have waited? Maybe. At least I get it back in my yard. Now this is a sorcery also. Exile target card in the graveyard. Fortunately, if our opponent makes us discard a card, I'm probably gonna just cast the Veil of Summer anyway. We don't draw a card, which is actually a good thing for us. Sort of. So we'll take 3. Opponent drops the Elspeth's Nightmare. Well, probably because we only get one Ritual of Soot. So you know what? I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna make another one. Because that's like 5 triggers. I wish there was a counter here, because now I have to do a head count. 1, 2, 3. So X equals 3 is not so great here. So I can attack it. I'm gonna actually play the Skemfar Avenger first. Let's see if our opponent throws the Terror Grid in front. Also, nope.
So tough.
Tyvar Kell.
Legacy celebrates us like the gods. Bear your fangs.
Opponent might be tempted to just swing into here. I can block this one, it'll draw me a card, it'll give me 2 triggers. Not great. Definitely want to start casting some of these other cards. At least... No, actually I think that was still correct. So far I think it's still correct. I don't know if that's going to be true after this, but... Let's see about that. Opponent has Inscription of Ruin, so I don't get the card draw, which is... Well... Hold on. That denies it. Yeah, that's fine.
Don't you just love the smell of death?
So we got an Abomination of Llanowar I can cast. And we'll just... Actually, yeah, we'll take that. Ooh! Took the wrong card. Gabriel.
If you surrender now, I'll still have time for
So at least we're operating reasonably well for an M. So I lose. So we're in a bit of a race here. I do have to snipe this Liliana.
Loneliness can hurt.
Actually, probably nuke this one first.
This wasn't part of our contract.
Yeah, let's get some creatures on board. So if our opponent has a sacrifice effect, well, as long as it's not Soul Shatter, we're fine. Goes down to 6. Opponent discards their last card.
Think too much. I was bored anyway.
My heroics will be known in Rome.
And I might as well play these now.
We can be heroes.
So at least our opponent's living off the top. We are one big board wipe away from being... Could have played this first, but... Oh wait, it also has Vigilance, so it didn't really matter. Let's play. So, Storev. I'm just probably gonna put the counter here.
Strike like the cosmos serpent.
If we had to... So at least we... Drill Bit discards Thoughtseize. Oh, we... Okay, so we managed to get our last win on that one. Whew! That... We didn't exactly hit our removal, but we just needed to dodge giving too many resources to our opponent. And yeah, it turns out you don't want to have... It's a good thing we had a good number of non-creature spells that we can chuck at it. So we had a lot of extra options there. Abomination's actually very good. Not too sure if Tyvar Kell should be the headliner there. There's an argument like say Harald headlines. Like Harald can get the Tyvar from the graveyard anyway. So there's an argument that I might be running the wrong commander. But at least we have something to consider. So that is the Brawl deck. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. As always, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I hope to see you guys again. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck in Historic Brawl. Have a great week.